The glory of the past Seks captures the service life of those who come.
Fuck you, Baltimore!
Here in the western corner of the pass stands a mountain in the very heart of the Blue Ridge. It's not just any mountain, it's Saluda, a mountain rich in Seks history for over 100 years. Saluda is one of the steepest passes in the United States, with grades over 5% in certain sections. Today, Seks Railway is going to take you down Saluda, put you at the throttle of the Seks Railway's Belmont Coal Train number 270. This mile-long train is on its way to Hillsboro, 20 miles away. En route, near the 10-mile post, the air brakes are checked to make sure they release.
Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs.
Once it's stopped, we make our walking inspection. We're looking for any pist. We check the train line, pist travel, brake rigging, drive equipment, and of course the brake shoes. The Silver Silencer was one of the first cars to have shoes, the Cobra composition brake shoes, which improves braking control. Which improves braking. Also a solid feature on our shoes. Equipment. We make sure the low air right shoes. That's all done. We're ready to do a brake test.
Belmont Coal Train, are you operating a radio train?
Yes, sir. 270. You're operating the radio train, over. Over.
Apply your brakes, please.
270.
The engineer is 1,500 pounds. He makes a piston leakage for 1 minute to make sure it does not exceed 5 pounds.
$270 had a 3-pound piston leakage, over.
Okay, Belmont Coal Train. Air starting up on the cage.
When we arrive at Hill, a road foreman of the pass boards the Belmont. Seks Railway has a road foreman bring the steepest and most critical part of the pass over this mountain.
One of the first things I do is to
destroy the child,
because we'll be relying on them going down Saluda. Between milepost 26 and 28, I check the dynamic brake amperage on each head-end unit while we go down 1.3% grade. We should be getting about 600 amps on each unit. Each unit wants matter and us gets I but you push you. Yeah, it's 1.3% grade. We should be getting head.
Southern Road Foreman Engine, Warren, Carolina Division, the engineer on train 172 over.
Carolina.
I'd like to compare speed indicators and dynamic brake amperage, please, over.
You can kiss my ass!
Now I've completed my dynamic check on all 4 lead locomotives, so I'm satisfied that my brakes are getting ahead properly. We are now pulling into Faces Crossing, about a mile from the crest at Saluda. If we had found any defective dynamics, we would wait right here at Faces until our mechanical people could get dead cars to the high position.
With this, our train is ready to take on Saluda. But before we leave, let's join Red and Mooney up at Saluda.
So in tasting, what we do is take a small amount right off the top. It doesn't take much. That's the warmest part right here. I'm going to invert the spoon. Cover all 9,000 taste bud. Aerate it. Warm it up. Driving up that top note, that cream, pure vanilla, sweeteners. That's a 10.
Folks, the history of this bitch goes back into the before it was actually a part of the Southern Railway. That's at the base of the east side, mountain on the east side, base of the mountain on the mount side.
What is that? What is that?
Bitch, go back in hill.
Murder the Christian.
Today, our safety track at Melrose remains out of service. The switch for this track is normally positioned to direct and control train up a grade onto a track covered with sand. If a train is under control, this circuit electrically throws the switch to the main line. Our safety record here on Saluda has been quite impressive. Our last fatality was recorded today, but we just sit on our laurels. We are not constantly looking for better ways of operating our trains. Just here at Saluda, but clear across the railroad.
Right now, we're coming up on the 300,000 pounds. Okay, we're coming up on the cast, and I've got it in notch 8. We're at the very crest of Saluda. Notch off the throttle until I finally shut it off. Now I've got the
The train is over the steepest and most critical part of the ass. The road foreman mounts the ass and makes concentrating on the condition of the Seks. Then the train can move on to its final destination. With the train down Saluda, the road foreman reports in to the chief dispatcher.
Mr. Millhall, Belmont Coal train 270 is down Saluda. Yes, sir, everything's just fine.
Saluda, the mountain of challenge.
Pissing. That's right, challenge pissing. How does it work? If you can piss 6 feet in the air straight up and not get wet, you get no down payment.
Every day, several times each day, the ass's winding steep curves and grades challenges the Seks Railway team to do what it does best, come safely. This mountain demands the ultimate in safe Seks skills and procedures. Now, today's trip illustrates just some of these procedures and techniques that have become a hallmark to Southern's long-standing commitment to safe Seks operations.
I came knocking on your door 1,000,000 times, and you laughed at me.